What's up everybody, it's Pokeers, and today I'm going to show you around this channel's official website, Pokeers.com. If you weren't aware, aside from my hobbies of Pokemon and content creation, I used to work, and hope to work again, as a programmer, specifically a web developer. So using my experience and a bit of self-learning, I've created my own website. Well, a few of them, actually. We'll get into that. If you enter just Pokeers.com in your browser, you'll find yourself on the main page, which has broad details on my various accounts across the web and links to those accounts. The top of the website, or collapse of the site on mobile, is the navigation bar, with which you can access all the different pages that I'm going to cover one by one. First and most important is the YouTube tab. All pages include small descriptions, which aren't all that important. What I want to show you for now are the different embedded bits, and here you'll be able to find my latest uploaded video, live stream, and short, and either play them on the site or follow them to their YouTube page. Moving over to Twitch, here you can find an embed of my channel, which would play my stream if it's live and let you participate in the chat, and otherwise act as a link to my channel. Next is my stream schedule, which is both detailed at the top and embedded as a widget in big, which can show you exactly which channel I have or am going to stream on, and stays up to date in case of any changes. One important note about this page, as explained by this footnote, the widget is supposed to synchronize to your local time zone, but if you enter it directly, it will sometimes display a GMT plus 0 time. The way to fix that is simply by going to another page on the site and coming back. Now I'm going to show you the Twitter and Blue Sky pages together, as they're pretty much the same thing. Both of them have an embedded widget on my profile in the respective site, which let you see some of my posts there and a way to navigate to and follow it. If you're wondering why they look different, I couldn't find any of these widget creating services that give you more than one for free, so they're simply different ones. The Shiny Collection tab is just what it says. It's an embed in my publicly viewable spreadsheet where I track my Shiny collection, with all their caught dates, forms, and links to the social posts I made about them. Lastly, for the social tabs, Aerobros, my gaming channel, which is technically co-owned by my brother Or, although he hasn't been making content for a few years now. The embed here is simply the latest piece of content on the channel, whether it's a video or a stream. We don't really make shorts here. Now for the website's dropdown. When drops, it links to 2 extra pages that, while still on the site, are related to other websites I've made. The first of which is the random Pokemon generator. This page has a link to the site at the top, and the rest is basically a picture-aided usage guide to the website. If you're interested in a video guide similar to this as well, please let me know in the comments. Now, I'm aware that many of these exist across the internet, but there are 2 main reasons as to why I've made my own. The first is that I've never really been satisfied with the filters available on other such sites, and this has more of the stuff that I would use. The other reason is that I've simply wanted to exercise my programming skills, and what's a better way to do that than with my favorite franchise? The other side is a more original concept, which I've called the name game. The page here once again has a link and a guide for that website. I came up with the idea as I was watching some VGC battles and noticed that some Pokemon have fun names in other languages. The rules are pretty simple. You get a Pokemon name in a non-English language, though still Latin-based, and need to guess what Pokemon it belongs to. As you keep guessing, you're offered hints to help steer you in the right direction. The name's language after 1 guess, the Pokemon's generation after 3 guesses, and the Pokemon's typing after 6 guesses. When guessing correctly, you get a link to check out the Pokemon's name origin. That's it for the visual side of the website, but there are a few extra features it has to offer, in the form of server routes. Visiting Pokeers.com/API gives you the 2 available options on the site to choose from. All the responses are in text form in order to be easily turned into stream chat bot commands that are free to use, by the way. The first option is the Pokedex. Use the address bar's query parameters to choose a Pokemon, its form if it can have one, and the kind of information you want, and the site will respond accordingly. The kinds of information you can get is generic, which gives you the Pokemon's typing, national dex number, and available abilities, and is also the response if you don't include the info parameter. Numbers, which gives you the Pokemon's numbers in various dexes it is in, and evolution, which gives you details about the species and evolution methods in its evolution line. The other API option is a Pokemon Guess Who game, where you choose either a Pokemon type or generation, the game chooses a random Pokemon that fits it, and you need to guess what Pokemon it is. It takes 4 simple query parameters to play: Key, an alphanumeric key that distinguishes between game instances, more on that in a bit. User, the username of the person making the call, remember it's made to be a chatbot command. Action, the action you want to perform, and payload, any extra data added to the call. Game instances are used to separate games between different people's streams while letting the same game be played in different chats of the same stream. Each instance has a game manager, usually the person who set up the instance. A full guide for setting up and playing the game can be found on pokeers.com/guesswho, linked in the description. And that's it. That's what my website has to offer. Go check it out, get updated on anything related to my content, or go wild on the APIs. If there's anything you want to ask me relating to or suggest an addition for the site, please don't hesitate to put it in the comments. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you all enjoyed. If you did, make sure to hit that like button and subscribe for more Pokemon content. If you have subscribed, make sure to follow me on Twitter and or Blue Sky with the links down in the description for updates on the channel and my life in general. I post it whenever I upload a video and before I go live, so they really are the best places to get updated. And with that being said, that's all I have for today. So thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you later.